Good morning. It is the morning. It's just gone 20 past 11, half 11, that sort of time. And I'm coming on here today to tell you that I think I've had an epiphany. Now, I did look up the words epiphany definition. Because it can be classed as a religious festival. I haven't become very religious overnight, but let me just change my glasses a minute, sorry. Readers. Sudden realisation, a moment of sudden and clear understanding, like a flash of insight that helps one see a problem or situation in a new and deeper way. For example, someone might have an epiphany that helps them solve a difficult problem or change their perspective on the life. And that's exactly what happened. I woke up, I'll swap these glasses back again so that I can see you. I woke up yesterday and I thought, right, okay, I keep saying I've got a new life, a new journey. Life's not been mapped out how I thought it was going to be mapped out after my diagnosis of blood cancer. And I've got this new journey to embark on. And yeah, I've started the new journey. I've got a diagnosis and I've started treatment. But this is a lifetime journey. I can't be cured. I could be treated, but I can't be cured. So it's a lifetime journey. And so far, I've only been diagnosed since June. But so far, I keep getting hair in my mouth. So far, I've pretty much been in bed. At the very beginning, I was very, very, very unwell. And I didn't get out of bed much at all. Recently, especially since I've been doing these, it's given me a purpose to get up and get out of my bed. But my bed's my favourite place. It's safe, and because I'm so tired all the time, I'm tending to be there a lot. So, but I think I'm not pushing myself enough. So this epiphany, I've got a new journey. Let's begin it. So I thought, how do I go about this? So I've always been a big believer of lists and plans and writing things down. And once they're done, you can either cross them off or look at it and you've done them. It gives you this great sense of achievement. So, and in my working life, I've always written notes, written jobs to do, what to do next, who to call next, whatever. And I thought, right, okay, let's incorporate that into my new way. So I wrote this list. So I'll just show you. It's not fancy. It's just a boring list. So I'll just quickly read it to you. So remove table from bed. So that was the first thing on my list. So when I was first diagnosed and not getting out of bed at all, I was even eating my meals in bed because I was so poorly, and I really don't like food upstairs unless it's chocolate. You can bring as much chocolate to me upstairs as you want, but not meals, because of the, it's just not a nice place to eat your dinners. But I was having to. So when my father-in-law was poorly, before he passed away, he had a hospital table delivered to him. So the one that slides into your bed and you've got the tabletop in front of you, like they have in the hospitals to have their meals on and things. So my husband went over to his mum's and got that for me, and brought that over, just because I had so much stuff that I needed around me. tablets, water bottles, you know, all sorts of things, my medication lists, like everything. So I had this table. Now, it didn't slide under my bed because my bed goes too far to the floor, but it sat at the side of my bed, and it's been there ever since June, and it's been an absolute godsend. But it's there, and in a way it's like a reminder that I'm not very well, and I want to, I'm not going to be very well, I know that, but I want to make this new journey about my life not being very well, but just getting on with my life, my new life. So I thought the first thing to go is that table. I've only got a bedside cabinet like most people have, and I've just got to manage. I managed before for 57 years with a bedside cabinet. I don't need this poorly person's table at the moment. So that was the first thing to do. So I've moved that out the way. Then the second on my list is get up in the mornings and make your bed. Now, I get up in the mornings, I get up quite early and take some medications, and then I nap again, and then I wake again and take more medications with a coffee and a banana. I think I've said this before, and then I just sort of sit in bed, I watch videos, I'm just there. And I thought, right, okay, let's change that mindset. Get up. After your coffee and your banana, and your medication, get yourself up. Have a wash. I've always had a wash, don't get me wrong. I haven't not washed since June. Of course I have. But get up, have a wash, and brush your hair. So that was my next thing. Wash, get dressed, brush hair. Now, these are really trivial things that people do in their daily lives every single day without even thinking about it. But I've written them on here so that I do think about them and I do try and do them. Now, I know that not every day is going to go swimmingly, and I'm probably not going to achieve everything on here every single day. And I am going to have days where I'm still not able to get out of bed, and I'm feeling quite unwell. But on the days I can, I need to try harder. And everyone gets up in the morning, makes the bed. Everyone gets washed, dressed, and brushes their hair. But it's I've been doing it, but it can be 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon before I get to that stage, and I'm trying so hard to make my life a little bit fuller, because and if washing my face or having a shower or having a bath and brushing my hair is going to make my life fuller, and so be it. That's not a full life for anybody, but at the moment that will make my life full. So that's what I'm going to do. Next on my list is clean down the bathroom. Now, I don't mean a big clean of the bathroom. I really haven't got the energy for that, that's not something I could probably do quite yet. But clean down the bathroom, so little spray around the sink, around the toilet, and maybe the bath and the cabinet. Just a quick wipe, just to freshen everything up. I pretty much do that every day anyway, because I'm so scared of getting poorly from any germs or anything. So I do have a quick wipe down. But if it's written down on this piece of paper, it's a task that I can look at and think, oh, I did that today. That's good. Hoover upstairs. Now, I've got a little Hoover up here. It's a very lightweight one. I can't use the one downstairs. It's so heavy for me. But husband does that. And we have got the robot Hoover. We call him Trevor. And he pops around at night when we're in bed and has a quick vacuum. But yeah, Hoover upstairs. Now, mainly because I do a little bit of crafting, and little bits fly off all over the place. So mainly it's hoovering around my little area, and if the dog's been upstairs, just my bedroom carpet, just to keep that fresh. And it would take me 4 or 5 minutes. So, but again, it's something I've not been doing. I've not been classing as a daily thing to do. And if it's on my board, there's a chance I'll get that done, and that will feel like a massive achievement. Although it's not a full-on clean scrub the house. My next thing is rest when you need to. So I've put these things because I want to be doing things, but I also don't want to forget that I do need to rest, and that is massively important to my well-being and my health. So I've written that down because that will remind me, if I need to rest, go and rest. It's not a problem. It's not an issue to be lying in bed tired and fatigued and feeling unwell. That's it's not a negative, and it's part of my life. So I don't want to bash myself up if I got up, made my bed, but then I needed to go and lie back in it. If I need to go and lie back in it, I need to go and lie back in it. And on my piece of paper, if it says rest when you need to, then in my brain, that's okay. I've put here craft for your mental health. My mental health is not too bad at the moment. But I'm prone to have bouts of depression, and obviously being diagnosed with something and having an illness, and it could spiral me again, and I'm quite open and don't want to worry about going down that route of poor mental health. So crafting for me is a way to keep that at bay. I'm not saying it's always going to work, but at the moment it's helping me. So craft for mental health is on my sheet. And then I've put go outside. Now, I've talked to you before about going out on a Sunday for my Sunday little jolly, up to the shop to get my sausages and rolls. But that's pretty much all I'm doing, and I don't seem to be getting much fresh air. I have the windows open all the time in my bedroom, and in this craft room. If I'm sitting here for a long time, I will open the windows. Even if it's cold, I'll put the heating on. I ain't one of these people that think, oh, you can't have the windows open and have your heating on. I want to be warm, but I need fresh air. And fresh air keeps bugs at bay and just does so much, and is so good for you. So yeah, I will have windows open, but I'm not going outside in the fresh air. So I've put go outside even if it's in the garden. So I want to do that every single day, even if it's 10-15 minutes, just to stand on my doorstep, or go in the garden, have a little wander around, look at the plants. And I won't be able to look at the crunchy leaves because Baz is a massive hoover of leaf picker-upper. Don't even know if that exists, but Anyway, so that's my list. And at the very bottom of it, I've put tell Baz, Sam and Hannah how much you love them. I do that daily anyway. But it's important to me now to tell people I love them. I don't finish conversations on phones without saying love you. I don't let anyone walk out the door without me saying love you. I think that's mega important. Only if you love them. Like, don't be telling people you love them if you don't. What's the point of that? But it's important to me to tell people I love them. So that's on my list. It's not something I need reminding to do, but it's a task, and not a task as in like a hard task, but it's something I can put on my list. So that's my list. So today I'm hoping you can notice that I have got up, I have made my bed, I have had a wash and brushed my hair. Then also got out the straighteners and just done a little fancy just to see if I could and to see if it made me feel better. I love this grey. I'm loving that grey. I need that in my life. But I can't dye my hair, so this scabby bit will have to stay until it either grows out or I get it cut off. So yeah, and I even put on a little bit of makeup, a little bit more than just my BB cream. I'm not going to do that every day, and that's why this doesn't say get washed, dressed, brush your hair, put your makeup on, style your hair, spray your perfume, it don't say anything like that. It's a simple wash, get dressed, brush your hair. And if that's all I manage every day, that's fine. But today I made a little bit of an effort. So that was my epiphany. Start my new journey. I'm gonna stop there for now. I'll post this up. I will do a part 2 because other things happened yesterday that will change my life going forward. But I need to go and drink my water, perhaps have a coffee. I might have a little nap, and yeah, I'll come back to you later on. Before I go, I don't know how many of you noticed, but on Instagram, my stories only get posted if they're under 20 minutes long. Hopefully this one will be. But people aren't seeing the whole thing. So I've now opened a YouTube for people who don't like going on TikTok. So I've done a YouTube and I've uploaded my videos on there. I think there's a little bonus video that no one's seen as well. I don't look great on it, but it is a little tiny 5-minute bonus video. It's not that interesting. Oh, well, it might be. I might be interesting to people. I don't know. But yes, please go over and have a look at my YouTube. If you look for me, I'm Leslie Jo. So it's Alias Aliajo. Also Lisa Collins, but Leslie Jo. And if you go and find me, I think there's 12 videos on there. Probably all things you've watched, but some people may not have seen all of it. So if you do go over there, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and press the bell, because then any new videos that are uploaded, you will get a notification. I will sound like I really know what I'm doing. Just heard other people say that, to be honest. It's not something I actually know. But I will try and upload this on the platforms that I have been doing. So we'll be going on to TikTok and Insta. And like I said, it's under 20 minutes. So hopefully you get to see it all. Fingers crossed. I'm going to go and grab something to eat and a coffee drink my water, and then I'll come back and tell you about my other things that happened to do with my new life. Okay, take care of you. Bye-bye.